Our SME segment is all about small and medium scale enterprises where we get to bring the focus on such ones who have started businesses like that in a way to inspire you, to let you know of challenges so that we can also in some way get to contribute our own part to the growth of our economy. And today on the show, we've got Lateef Yekini, an electrical engineer that diagnoses, programs, and works on electrical wiring of vehicles. A journey he started in 2007, and of course, he has been there. He's done that. That is quite a long while. 2007 up until 2024, that is quite a while. You've been doing this for a very long time. So that means that the experience is really there.
Definitely.
Right?
Yes.
How did you get into electrical wiring? Because, you know, that's something, I know when people say, I won't call it wire. There's always an issue somewhere with the car. It's a very important, especially now that we are moving from, the world is moving from petrol fuel cars to electrical cars that are fully electrical now. So that means that very soon your type now go they go to find you now well, you know. But how did you get into this journey?
Actually, it's the help from my dad. My dad is an automobile engineer from the beginning.
Okay.
Along the time he started his job, he actually wanted me to be into the automobile system too. Then he thought that he don't want me to be a mechanic, that I should go into the electrical aspect after finishing my secondary school.
Okay.
Then he tried to link me up with my boss. That's Ibrahim Automobile Electrical Company.
Okay.
That's where I learned the job from. From there, I went back to school to study motor mechanics.
Wonderful.
And that's where the journey started.
I love it when you know, businesses pass down from different generations. So for you, it's not just about you, it's also about your family. You're also carrying the legacy down.
Definitely.
Right? And I mean, since 2008, you started the company up until this time, right? What have you learned? Let's look at the businesses so far and all about. What have you learned doing business, especially with, you know, they say people who work on cars like tailors and all of that. They are very important, artisans like that, but you know they can be very, very, how do I put it now, untrustworthy.
No.
That's something that people ascribe to people who work on things like that.
As for me, I don't engage myself in such things like that.
How important is it for an artisan as you, such as you, to be able to get the trust of, you know, a customer or a client, as it were?
The question you asked is okay, but what happens is this: if a customer brings a car to me, I need to let him know exactly the pros of the car and let him know what I want to do before I engage myself in kind of issues like that. First thing I do is to first bring out my scanner, my diagnostic tool, hook it up to the DLC. That's the data link connector.
Okay.
Retrieve some fault code and the meaning. Let the owner know what to do. Then we engage on the engine.
With newer cars now that are moving to electric cars fully now, are you saying that there will be a need for people like you even more, people that are mainly based on electric? Have you ever worked on an fully electric car?
Definitely, yes.
So how was it like, and what do you think the future is going to be when people move into electric cars that way?
About electrical cars that are coming out now, what I see there is that someone needs to be well equipped and organized. Because most cars that are bringing out now, they are fully electric. And if you don't have the well-equipped machines that you can use to link up to what the problem of the car is,
would they be harder to maintain?
It's not harder to maintain so far you have the equipment that can leak and you understand what the
I understand what it is. So it might even be easier because you can detect the fault easily than what it would be for other cars.
Yes, when you scan the car and you retrieve the code, if it is an electrical issue that the car problem is, the best thing is to have, so far you have your wiring diagram, you link up the chassis number of the car, it bring out the vehicle details, and you'll be able to ascertain the wiring to fix it.
All right, now apprenticeship is something that a number of people do in business to pass on the knowledge, and you also do that. You have apprentices who work with you and all of that. What would you say is the most important, should I say, what does an apprentice need? What is the most important thing for someone to learn a job? What kind of qualities are you looking for in a person when somebody wants to learn a job and that will make them become good at what they are learning?
Firstly, I would like to ask the apprentice if he's committed to learn, not that they will just bring the apprentice to me and start teaching him. No, I don't do that. I'll first question him, are you ready to learn? If you say yes, are you ready to be well committed to me? You say yes, then I play along with him.
So you're saying now, because a number of people might not really have a passion for it. For them, it might be something that they are doing to move on to something else. Does that affect the way they learn? Because for someone like you now,
Yeah.
you got down from your father and you now have a passion for it.
Definitely.
Exactly. But if somebody doesn't have a passion for it, does it affect the way they learn?
Firstly, the passion there is the main goal. Because anybody that doesn't have the passion is just like a waste for the person. Learning a job without having a mind of going more further on it. Anybody that is ready to learn should have a passion. That's what I think about. But for someone that doesn't have the passion to go further on the job, I don't think I can cope with that kind of
person. All right. What has been the most challenging aspect of doing business, electrical business in cars in Nigeria at this particular moment?
The most challenging part of doing electrical business in a car is about getting the original parts. But there is a way we do get, or I do get, by linking up and buying it online.
But is it easy with import duties and all of that? Is it easy, paying for these services? Because we know that bringing in things from outside, especially when you're getting in outside the country, it can be hard with the way payment processing and all of that. Is the process something that could be made easier, as it were?
Yes, it's easier. It's easier.
So that means that as it is just procuring parts. That's just the major challenge.
Procure the part, yes.
Okay, with other, you don't talk about issues with power generation and all of that. Doesn't give an issue. And then do people have to come and meet you? How about mobile services? Can you go to anywhere and all of that?
Anywhere. So far, the customer is ready to give me the information of what is happening to the car.
So you can go to where the person is, because
home service, yes.
Home service, because that's where business is going to know. I remember back then, you have to go to a physical shop and all of that.
So the person is ready for me to come to where the car
wherever the person is.
I do render home service. Just give me the location. We talk about how to move, and I go there.
How far away? Is it based in just Lagos? Can you go outside Lagos?
I do go outside Lagos too. Yeah.
All right. Well, well done, and keep up doing what you're doing, because that's in some way that you can also offer your own quality to society. And here is us wishing you the best.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. All right. Okay, that's it. Hope you're able to pick one or two things there from our SME discussion. We'll take a time out now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back at the top of the hour.